I wanted to eat some samosas and I didn't want to go to the African store and buy some, or I didn't want to go to some frozen aisle in the grocery store and buy some because they never taste good. I had some ground beef, so why not? I know how to make meat. So, how hard could this be? This is my first time making this. So, hopefully, it turns out great. I just put my ground beef on the stove in a pan and I started from there. So, let's make some samosas. Stick around. My name is Therese. I usually do some cooking videos, cooking African food, and cleaning. And today, I'm making this for the first time. So, you have to stay and watch to see how it turns out, if I will be able to eat this. So while I have my ground beef in a pan, start cooking, I didn't put any oil in it because this ground beef, it's already oily and I don't put oil. So meanwhile that's cooking, I'm gonna chop off some onions and we can chat a little bit. I love to eat samosas or samosas, some people say it. But I usually, whenever I get it, either from the frozen section in the grocery store, it just tastes weird or whatever it is. It's never the same as in a restaurant. So I decided I'm just gonna make mine. And I'm not including a lot of ingredients in this. This is the first time making it. So the same way I make my ground beef when I'm making rice, I just do that. I put the ground beef on there and then I'm chopping I just chop some onions and now I'm chopping some garlic. But while that's still cooking, I have to look at it and then just stir it so it doesn't burn at the bottom of the pan. Even though I didn't put oil, there's still some oil in that. So, what do you guys like about samosas? What kind of samosa do you eat? Do you eat vegetable or meat, or what kind of meat? And where where do you usually buy it from? Do you make it yourself, or you buy it from a restaurant or grocery store around your area? Type down in the comment below. So we're gonna continue with the chopping, and in this I already had, I'm gonna do like just a couple ingredients. So the onion, the garlic, bell peppers, and I was just doing half green bell pepper just for the color and the flavor. And then I'm gonna cut an onion. I'm not doing too much things, and then later on as it cooks, I'm going to do some salt, black pepper, and some seasoning salt for carne asada, or some meat seasoning that I like to put in most of my cooking. So you can do this anyhow, any ingredient you wanna put in the meat. The good thing is you just wanna season it good, to your liking, pretty much. And yeah, while I'm cooking around, I'm talking to my family. They're around over there. They're just wondering, what are you doing? I told them just wait. If everything works out, we can actually eat these. But if it doesn't work out, then it's fine. I'll know what to do next time. Thank you for watching this far. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I am a working mom. I love to do videos on cooking and cleaning because I enjoy eating, and I usually learn how to cook and I need to clean. So I try to do this on the weekend because that's mostly when I have time to cook all these long African meals. They're delicious, but they take time to cook. So during the weekdays, I do cook, but I don't take this time around to cook too long. So stick around and make sure you watch this because you're going to find out if this is edible. I know it will be because I trust that I learn pretty fast, even though I've never done that this, but I've ate it, so I've tasted how it tastes, and I know my cooking is good because I eat it and my family have told me. So here we go. Tap on the screen if you haven't liked the video. If you got it this far, type like the video, and don't forget to subscribe and comment down below what you think about just trying to cook this for the first time. Would you ever do something like that? So after chopping everything up and I'm getting closer, I'm gonna add some salt, just close to like a teaspoon of salt, some carne asada seasoning, and then I'm going to do some black pepper, and it's just for the flavor, and it's a little spicy, the carne asada, so I like that flavor, and that's my black pepper. You couldn't see, sorry, I thought I was recording all this to see, but you can just see me pour in there. And looking at it, I should have reduced a little bit down the heat to cook it a little bit, but it takes a while. All this took me, the whole entire thing, cooking the meat, 45 minutes, 30 to 45 minutes, because you want to cook your ground beef really good. You don't want to be eating raw meat. And after that, I'm going to add some onions and garlic, and then the bell pepper, and then the tomato, and a little bit after it's cooking a little bit, because I like to cook the onions good, and then put that. There's different ways of making this. This is just one of the ways that I can make this whenever you're making some ground beef. This is one of the ways I do this. And at this point, after you do this, before you do the samosa, you can add rice to this and cook. So I had one of the recipe yesterday. That's why the ground beef, it's not a whole, and I think this was like a 2 pounds ground beef. I can't remember because I just forgot. But yeah, so when you have some leftover ground beef, do this, make this samosa recipe, and it's really easy. So just continue mixing that, the meat and the vegetable in it, and I'm going to add the tomato in a little bit, just letting that cook before I add the tomatoes, and let the seasoning and the salt mix, and then I'll add the tomato, and then I'm also gonna add one more ingredient. It will be the tomato paste later on, but for now I'm gonna do this and let it cook. I'm going to use the tortilla for this recipe. I'm not good as far as doing this from the scratch, and with the tortilla I wasn't sure how to cut it, so I spent most of the time trying to cut this, trying to figure out which shape and all that stuff. I should have watched like some tutorial on this, but I did not, so I wanted to figure out on my own, which took me forever. And after wasting a bunch of little tortillas, almost hold the bag trying to figure out the shape. So if you know how to do this, comment down below. If you have done the tortilla, the shape and all that, trying to make a samosa, please comment down below and help her sister out. So after a couple of trials of trying to figure out which shape and then how to glue it together, because it looked like it wouldn't stick, so I tried to do that with the water and do that, but it looked like it was too big. The shape wasn't good. It was just too much tortilla in it. So what do you guys suggest down in the comment? Help me out. I try another one, almost finishing up all the tortilla that I have. I should have bought more because it's the trial. So I changed the shape and still trying to do that. But I had like, it was all bulky, and I got another one, which it looked like I could have done it down in the middle then I thought of, oh, maybe this looks like it could work, and it looked like it kind of did. Maybe I put too much in it. So before you do all this, I just forgot to mention, I didn't show it, but I wash my hands like I'm cooking to my house, and I wash my hands all the time. So make sure you wash your hands because you're touching this. So I just put it in there, trying to fry it, and guess what? Some of them were just opening up in the oil, so it was just like I could see. So I got another one, trying to do the same thing. The shape was looking good. It looks like, but the thing wasn't sticking. I think the meat was going down the oil, and see over there I'm burning it while I'm trying to do this. So next time I'm learning. Next time I'll do everything. I'll prepare everything, put it to the side, then start frying it. See, I just burn it right there. So next one, I took the whole tortilla, but this time around cut it in the middle, then I fold it like a triangle, then put the meat in it. And I'm learning next time I'm gonna do this oil super, super low while I'm doing this. So first I need to do, so for anybody out there who's trying to learn how to make this, so you need to first prepare all this, put it to the side, then start frying it. If you do this while you're frying, it's not good. And if it's your first time, no, you need some trials. You need to do step by step. So step by step, learn how to put everything together, then you can fry it. That'll be the last minute. Now while you do everything at once, it's gonna make you crazy, and then now you're burning it. Good thing I had a bunch of tortilla, the whole bag. So, and it's the first time. So what you guys think I'm doing? How you guys think I'm doing? You think I'm doing a good job so far? That one, it was just like, I don't know what I was just like kind of getting tired. But I was like, I can't give up. I can't give up. I started this. I better finish this. And it looked like I was getting the hang of it. My problem was still how to keep all that meat inside the tortilla when it goes into the oil. It looked like it was going inside the pan instead of staying in the tortilla. So help your sister out. Put down in the comment what do you think I should do next time, and I'm going to follow it for the next time I make this recipe, this samosa recipe. Just mind you, this is my first time. I've never done this. But the meat, the way I cook it, I always do that all the time, and I eat it with rice or pasta. So this time around, I am making samosas, and it doesn't look like it's going good so far. I have not even tried this. Let's see if I can eat it. And I'll tell you the honest truth. This was just crazy to start with, but hey, I love challenge. I love cooking different things. That's how I learn how to cook, just trying things out. If you don't do it, you're never gonna learn how to cook. So that one looks like it's doing well, right? I figure I can cut half and then just fold it. And I put the meat, and it looked like it was staying, the shape. I was getting the hang of the shape. Yeah, the shape was going good. And then when it come to the point of putting everything sticking together, the meat staying inside the tortilla, that was the problem that I was having when I put it to go into the pan. But I did not want to give up. I got it this far. I better continue with it. So you can see some of them, the shapes, they're coming apart, and you can see some meat in my oil. So I had to figure out, and I only had like one tortilla left. Oh Lord, one tortilla left. So I had to get this right while I burned the other ones. So I arranged the other one and just make sure that I cut and just the outside and just fry it like that. Like I said, this was my first time ever making samosas, and I wanted to fry that and finish it and just fix it a little bit and just put it down on a pan and fry it. So that one, it wasn't, no. So one last, I had like one last one, and while I burned the other one over there. So one last one. I put some water on it and I fold it, and let me take out that before I burn it some more. It wasn't totally burned, but it was a little bit, it was a little bit too crispy, but close to be burn. So, anyways, continue that, and I was out of tortillas and almost out of the meat. So, fold that really well. And that one I did it the last one, so I did it with all my heart because it was the last two, so I had to do it right while the other one just coming apart. So I put in my meat while it's falling apart. Please help me down in the comments. How should I put this together? Down in the comment, please. And so I'm folding it as I'm folding it a couple times and pinching to the sides and redoing the first one that I just did, the same thing, and putting into the oil. And those were the last ones. So this is how it's looking. It's a little oily, but it tasted great. Okay, it tasted like, I'm not gonna kid you, it tasted really good. And we ate this. I ate this for like 2 days because I made a lot, like all the trials and the fell. We still ate it. It was for the house. I wasn't selling this, so it looked really good. The presentation, the shape and all, it wasn't good, but it tasted great. I'm going to try this for the next time. Thank you for watching.